Through the generous contribution of Dr. Lewis's family, we're very fortunate to be able to share with you these timeless recordings of Dr. M. W. Lewis, a self-realized American yogi. Dr. Lewis was Paramahansa Yogananda's first American disciple and dearest personal friend. The wisdom Dr. Lewis imparts through these teachings will give you a dynamic and practical insight into the ancient science of yoga as taught by Paramahansa Yogananda. This lecture's title is How to Find True Prosperity, and was delivered in San Diego, California on February 6, 1955.
Subject this morning, how to find true prosperity. How to find true prosperity. Prosperity means success. True prosperity means lasting success. Now, worldly prosperity cannot be lasting because it is founded upon transient and mundane things of life. We can lose it. And you've seen many illustrations of the loss of material prosperity. But true prosperity depends upon spiritual treasure, which is found in the eternal consciousness of God, and therefore it cannot be lost. And so we all, even when we think we are just seeking prosperity, we really want true prosperity. True prosperity, prosperity grounded in the eternal consciousness of God the Father. And remember, you cannot lose it. Worldly things and prosperity you can, but not those things which you lay up in heaven, not spiritual treasures which are found in the eternal presence of God. We have a wonderful Bible quotation which expresses clearly this idea of true prosperity. It is in St. John, the 10th chapter, the 25th to the 28th verses. The people were asking Jesus, how long are you going to keep us in doubt? How long? If thou be the Christ, tell us plainly. And Jesus said this, I told you, and you did not believe me. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. Jesus had that true prosperity. He was one with the Father's name, his holy vibration in all creation, the Christ consciousness. He had that true prosperity, and he did works according to that prosperity. Now, Jesus at times didn't have a place to lay his head, but still he had true prosperity because, as he said, what I do, the works I do in my Father's name. Remember, that's the holy vibration within you. That's the Christ consciousness within you. All those things testified that Jesus had true prosperity, real prosperity, something that even crucifixion could not take away from him. Now to the next verse. But ye believe not because you are not of my sheep. You take a man who is engrossed in worldly prosperity, you cannot tell him anything about true prosperity or spiritual prosperity because he's so engrossed in the other. So Jesus said, but you do not believe because ye are not my sheep. As I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Now the sheep referred to by Jesus are those that hear the Father's name, hear the cosmic vibration, know it, are one with it. They have true prosperity, for Jesus said in the last verse, the 28th, and I give unto them, because they have one with my Father's name, and they hear my voice, which is the same, the holy vibration. Because of that, he says, I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish. Isn't that true prosperity? What could be better? What could be better than true prosperity than eternal life? Neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. That's real prosperity. We may have $1 million and lots of land and automobiles, and inside have nothing but jitteriness and all sorts of troubles. But if you have the peace of God within you, if you have, as Jesus said, you hear his voice and are one with that voice, then you have eternal consciousness. And whether you have this body or not doesn't make any difference. Whether you have motor cars or a great big bank account doesn't make a bit of difference, because when you have to vacate this vehicle, you can't take that with you. But if you have God's contact and know him, have his friendship with you, then you have true prosperity, because it cannot be taken away from you. These other things can. And so that reference is most wonderful, because it shows what Jesus had. He had true prosperity, and that true prosperity is eternal life, something which cannot be taken away from you. You cannot be taken out of the bosom of the eternal Spirit. Now, I like the illustration about true prosperity, laying up spiritual wealth, which I have spoken of before. In this particular reference of the fact that we are not only material beings, we're spiritual beings also. Therefore, and we are, as I have said, more predominantly spiritual beings, because this little vehicle lasts only a few years and we have to get another one. But something in us goes on and always will go on. But we must know it. If we know it, we have